competition, all I see is me. Still zip them up or lay down, you gotta take me off my feet. It's that time, nigga. The great, this way, not that way.
And we are back.
Welcome to the Black Visionary Podcast, y'all.
For another episode of the Black Visionary Podcast. I don't even know what episode this is. Y'all know?
Nah, I don't remember. It's too many. It's funny because I'm just watching the last episode.
Black
That's the crazy
Visionary
part.
Podcast. Black Visionary Podcast.
I am
Black Visionary Podcast. New
59?
Visionary.
Episode 59 of the Bliznack Podcast. Oh, damn. I forgot that. Never mind. I don't remember. I'll do it for next time.
Yeah, it's 5'9".
All right. So let's just get to it because you know what I'm saying? We got shit to do. It's kind of late. So I'm going to jump right into it, man. Let's jump into the LGBT Supreme Court decision that just happened. They allowing discrimination.
What you showed me?
This. Yeah, something like that. Hey, where my phone at? Where? Huh?
It's lost in.
Oh, so from what I was reading, they got it changed over a hypothetical. Did you read up on it?
No.
So this woman had this fictional. Yeah, go see it over. She had this fictional argument that if she start her business, Colorado gonna make her deal with people who don't have the same Christian belief as her, which is crazy. She was like, well, if I do this, then I'll. You see it?
No, that's annoying.
Oh, don't worry about it. She was like, because I wanted to get my phone so I can look up the context I had, screenshot it. But yeah, so for example, it's basically if I started a cake company and they come in and be like, yeah, we want two gay dudes kissing or whatever. They want to have the right to say no, to refuse that. Just basically, it's based on it's creative business. It ain't all things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you feel?
So you saying if they, hold on, explain it again. So they can't, they're able to say no if they.
Yeah. Your mom's baked cakes, right?
Go to a
Yeah, like if, for example, if your mom was like, if somebody came with her mom like, yeah, I want two guys kissing on my cake, and she say no, she allowed to do that versus before they can sue and all that stuff like that. Say they discriminate against gay men or something like that.
If they ask her to do it on her cake, I mean, I thought she could say no anyway if it's her business. That's not discrimination though, right?
But it's because of what it is. Like if she's a Christian, she can say no based on her values because it's going against her values. Whether she okay with it or not, that's against her values. So she might not want to do that.
Oh, dang.
Hey, go ahead, Rio.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go look for my phone right quick.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's probably finna be controversial, but I really don't care. Like I think they did it to themselves, man. I think the LGBTQ has done it to themselves. I don't think as many people who dislike the LGBTQ today dislike them yesterday.
Are you saying that because you think they messy or been brought up in messy situations?
Yeah. I mean, I think every chance they get is something else. It's something new. Like and even when it ain't necessarily their problem, they pop up or whatever and make it their problem. Mm-hmm. Like they attack everybody for the slightest little things or whatever. So I mean, when you always looking to be the forefront of the conversation, trying to get your equality to be the forefront of the argument, sometimes you're gonna get some negative moves made against you. I mean, you make enemies out of everybody. Enemies make moves too. Like,
yeah, my phone was in the bathroom on the counter on Monopoly. You said they make all the enemies mad. You blaming them?
I mean, I don't, like I said, man. It is what it is, man. If I believe if you don't fuck with something, you don't have to.
I got you right here. Here you go. Well, Mrs. Smith has laid the groundwork for her new venture. She has yet to carry out her plans. She worries that if she does, Colorado will force her to express views with which she disagrees. Ms. Smith provides her website and graphic services to customers regardless of their race, creed, sex, or sexual orientation. But she has never created expressions that contradict with her own views for anyone, whether that means generating works that encourage violence, demean another person, or defy her religious beliefs by, say, promoting atheism. So that means, like, If you can say no to somebody if you don't want to promote atheism, you know what I'm saying? That should be all right. So then it says that's giving like the sectional, the articles and all that. Skip. Miss Smith does not wish to do otherwise now, but she worries Colorado has different plans. Specifically, she worries that if she enters the wedding website business, the state will force her to convey messages inconsistent with her belief that marriage should be reserved to union between one man and one woman. So I don't want to say I agree or disagree. Like you said, I don't really care, but I don't like that it got changed over a hypothetical that had yet to happen. She ain't made the business yet. She ain't never ran into this problem yet, but she got it struck down because of that. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, she probably was working for her homies. A lot of people done got sued or whatever for not wanting to make gay cakes. Like a lot of people done, you know what I'm saying, like done been sued because they didn't want to make gay decorations for like, you know, parties for, you know, homosexual people or whatever. And I feel like you should, if you own a business, you got the right to refuse whoever, no matter what it is. Yeah. If that's your business,
shit, I might just not like you.
Yeah, and if you refuse them, you should understand that it's gonna come with consequences. I'm gonna tell my friends not to fucking come here, and that should be the consequences behind that. I don't think you should be able to sue a motherfucker because they don't want to deal with you. Just go somewhere else. Like, why would you want to deal with somebody who don't want to work with you anyway? Like that's always been a weird thing to me. Like if a person don't want to make my fucking cake, I'm not gonna try to force this person to make my cake or make them feel like they're obligated to make my cake. Hey, what if they put something in there now?
That's true.
What if they start? What if they lose their case, lose a bunch of money, and then they keep making cakes for gay people, and they started having a low key hate for them and started trying to hurt them?
That's how I feel about a lot of stuff too. A lot of people like they go in there crazy at McDonald's, for example. All right, you ain't doing this. I want my shit done right. You just came in there, tore up, they stole, yelled at them. You think they ain't not finna tamper your food now?
Right.
What the fuck?
Make it again.
Oh, I'll make it again, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a booger in that motherfucker.
I'm finna make it again. They gonna have to make your deathbed.
I already know what you was talking about.
How do you feel about LGBT in particular, man?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I ain't got no problem. I'm finna sound like that one white dude who got all of the. I got a black friend.
I'm dead. I don't even ask because I done had this argument with family members. Well, once yesterday, matter of fact, we were talking about he was like, man, I don't agree with that shit, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that. They pushing it on our kids and all this. I'm like, you get on YouTube, the kids get on YouTube and they click on the video and they just pushing on them. I said, is they pushing it on them or is it your kid just clicking on shit? I said that comes down to you. You should monitor what your kids watch. If that's the case, I've never watched something and it was like, oh, they pushing this gay agenda on me. No, because I know what I'm watching. And if I'm not sure if it's a movie, for example, let me look it up. Make sure if I care. I don't care enough to be like, let me make sure ain't no gay shit in here. Because I don't fucking care. I'm gonna watch it if I want to watch it. Anybody gonna stop me from watching it?
And if you talking about YouTube, the algorithm is definitely you watch one thing. Bro, if you watch one haircut video, they gonna bring you every beautician and barber all across YouTube known to man. They gonna drop every fucking hair video that you've ever seen or could possibly see. Bro, I've been watching games for 6 months. You showed me, I watched one haircut video. Damn, now I just got to be a barber enthusiast.
That's why I hate people watching stuff on my YouTube for real. Don't mess. Let me keep watching my creepy pastas and murder videos. Leave my stuff alone. Go in your own channel.
But I guess I can see it both ways though, because
both ways, girl. Both ways, girl.
No,
I like that.
I can though, because
we all can see both ways.
You should. No, I'm talking about what you just said though. You said, is it just your kid clicking on shit, or are you monitoring it? Like they are putting a bunch of more things in cartoons.
What you pointing at me for, man?
Because you was waiting to use that song on me.
Yeah, I sure was. I was waiting. She said it first. Hey, look, the movie that supposedly came out, was it by Disney, Pixar, or somebody with the gay character in there? You knew that before.
Boy?
Yeah, it was known beforehand. So if you let your kid watch that and then went in mad, that's on you.
I didn't see it till it was on the internet.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So you seen it beforehand. So don't be like, oh, they pushing it on our kids. Your kid don't have to watch it. That's what I'm saying.
That's not the only one though. Is what I'm saying.
There may be a lot.
Several cartoons now.
Okay.
Why would you even put it in cartoons? Why do the kids got to see it?
Don't let your kids watch it. Research the cartoon beforehand. If that's something that they worried about, research the cartoon first. and let your kids watch stuff that's only approved by you,
I
which is
think
what
the
a
problem
parent's
is
supposed to
that
do.
nobody had to monitor cartoons before. I think that's the problem. No, we didn't have to check up on cartoons. As kids, we were just watching cartoons because none of that stuff was in there.
Oh, it was always in there. You just never pay attention. And it might not have been overt as it is now. Like when you watch a
Like
kid,
if you did, like the kids didn't understand.
they probably still don't now. I have
They
never
questioning it, though.
I have never seen a cartoon now where a kid goes and be like, "Hey, look, they kissing on this cartoon." Or
It's not that. It's just that the boys are acting feminine. They're wearing skirts.
they've been doing it
Purses.
my entire life.
I haven't seen.
I've seen.
Like that.
I have. They've been doing that my entire life.
I think that's the problem, though. Majority.
But again, so he was also saying like how they teaching it at school and all this. I said, okay,
I ain't never heard of that.
I don't know either, but I'm just like, that's on you as a parent to teach your kid at home about it. No, because I want them to know it's one man and one woman. I said, okay, that's fine.
You can teach them that, but
But-
also let them know that there's people out there.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said,
Yeah.
don't teach them to hate that. Just teach them just to be accepting and don't care about it. If they ain't what they into, they ain't gotta push your rhetoric on. If you hate it, let you hate it and let them think what they want to think about it.
I do think it is something you should bring up because they say kids finding out more of their sexuality when they're younger. So it is something that should be brought up at a young age.
Oh yes, on the parents to teach. Don't let them send them to school or to your friend's house and then get mad that they learned something that you didn't teach them there. Quit trying to shelter your kids from everything in the world and just tell them.
Well, I can see it both ways.
Both ways, man. Both ways, man.
Yeah, man. That's crazy for the topic. Singing that song for the topic. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what's going on, LGB.
But like I do feel like there's a certain little agenda going on, man, where they teaching it to the kids in school. Like I mean I don't have kids, so I don't really sit around and just pay attention to what's going on in schools all of the time like a parent would. But I mean, you got the teachers literally arguing with the students whenever they tell, like some little dude a couple weeks ago, he said, "I identify as a cat," and the little girl told him, "Bro, that's stupid. You're not a cat."
Yeah.
And the teacher got mad and tried to put her in, give her a punishment or whatever, and told her, "You can't tell him he can't identify as a cat. That's
right.
his gender."
If that's what he's saying, whether he trolling or not, that's what he said.
Nah, he was dead ass. Like she was like, "That's his gender." She was like, "Yeah, well, you can't." The little girl was like, "That's not a gender." She was like, "That a cat is an animal. It's a whole different creature, and you can't just go identifying it as anything. And if I don't agree with you, I don't have to agree with you." She was like, "What a gender is not." A gender is not something that you a body part that you were born with. She was like, "Then what is it?" She was like, "It's what you identify as."
Transanimism.
She was like, "That's not how that works." And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm off that." But I mean, shit, the Republicans want motherfuckers to get fired if they got an LGBT flag in their classroom at this point. I'm telling you,
That's different because they're not flying the goddamn Southern Pride flag in the classrooms and shit like that. But you still gotta learn about that
They
shit.
just got it in there.
That's weird.
yeah, I think once you make a big deal about something, it becomes an even bigger deal than what you make out of it. And I think it's gonna be people going against that because they feel like it's being pushed down their throats. They feel like every time you look up so and so is in trouble for the LGBT.
I feel that though. I only feel it because it's more acceptable to be whatever you are versus back then. So they just want people to know, hey, it's okay. Just let them be them. I don't have a problem with it because it don't affect my life. It doesn't stop me from doing anything in the world. So that's all I'd be like, man, I don't care. It ain't being forced. Like to me, that's why I don't understand why it's being forced. It just wants you to just see it as normal. That's why they need to stop all this. This is the first black person to do this. This is the first gay person. Just stop.
Facts.
Just stop all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just let them be what they is. And also another thing I hate is if it's a gay character in a TV show, if they gay, they don't do nothing gay in there. You don't gotta say, oh, he's the first gay actor to. The nigga ain't doing nothing gay. He just an actor. Stop bringing your whatever the fuck you are. What is it?
Identity politics.
Is that what it is?
That's identity politics.
Well, whatever it is, stop leading with that. You don't have to be like, I want to be I'm the first straight. No, nigga, I'm just a person that did this first or whatever that is first. You don't gotta say I'm gay, straight, whatever, my nigga.
Of course, like I said, man, I'm definitely, I don't consider myself homophobic or nothing against gay people. Or
And what the fuck is
like
that black box?
but I don't consider myself nothing like that. But I do see certain things, like you said with the acting shit. Like I don't like when, let's say it's a movie, the writer will go down, he write a movie, bro. He not even thinking.
Yeah.
He not even thinking, let me put a gay character in here. He just writing a fucking story. So if they make a movie out of it, why ain't no gay representation in it, bro? It's just a movie.
The character might be gay. They don't gotta put that in the front for it.
Like, bro, I mean,
It's old, perfect.
The character don't even have an orientation. He's just in the movie.
Yeah, that's what it lead with your orientation. The same thing with video games too, though. Oh, this character, bro, it's a shooting game. It's an arena shooting game, like that Overwatch shit, for example. This character is, I think they had a non-binary character in there. It's like, bro, they just shooting each other. What does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Like when they got mad at Red Dead, there's not enough gay representation in 18. Nigga, it's 1870. Bro, relax.
That's crazy because nobody knows what anybody is in any game. I just think I think with the video games, especially, there's just some people want to complain about. There's not enough women that represent. Nigga, Tomb Raider was out in the 90s. There's a lot of women games that's been out with women led, and then nobody really complained about. Well, most of my favorite games is all white characters. I'm not complaining. Oh, there's not enough black representation. Who cares? It's just a video game. I'm playing this motherfucker. I'm finna be done in a minute.
And if it's a game, you can create your protagonist or whatever. I'm gonna make them whatever I want to make them.
Yeah, you already know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you probably gonna make a black girl.
Yeah, every time I'm making a black chick, or well, it don't even matter for real. A black character is what I'm gonna do every game.
Yeah, I
Like woman anyway.
I like varieties. Like if I can make multiple characters, one gonna be Asian, the other one gonna be black. I'm just gonna be adding motherfuckers.
I really don't like making myself as a character. Yeah. I'm already me. I don't need to make myself as that. That's why I don't ever do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I definitely get I get why, you know what I'm saying, she feel like that because of the precedent that's already been set. And so, you know what I'm saying, I agree with you. If you ain't got the business already, why you worried about that?
Yeah.
Like, focus on you starting up your shit already instead of focusing on what you gonna do when this arise happen. Nigga, this not happening yet. Why are you tripping? But I guess, I don't know, man. I guess he trying to.
Yeah, I guess that works for whoever deemed it as a problem. So now they ain't gotta worry about that.
But, right. I mean, and I feel like if you feel like you being discriminated against, man, just go somewhere else.
Facts. That's why I don't understand. They don't fuck with you. Just go somewhere else. If a motherfucker don't like me, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. We don't want any black people here. Okay, bye. I'm gone. I'm not gonna cry about it. Shit. There's other people that do the same thing that you do. You. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna miss my little whatever it is I was gonna pay in here.
Like if I walked into like a gas station, unless I'm just out of gas or something like that, I'm gonna be like, damn, let a nigga fill up. But
Hold on, what you mean?
Like, what? I'm saying if I just walk into a gas, like if I go into a gas station and get some gas, and they be like, yeah, we don't serve niggers.
You gonna say what?
Be like, damn, let a nigga fill up.
That's crazy. Whoa.
But I mean,
But what you mean?
saying?
Like fill up?
You know what I mean?
I don't.
Fill the car tank up. You know what I'm saying? With the gasoline.
Oh, okay,
Or,
okay.
or as they say in London, petrol.
That's not what they say in London.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Look it up.
They say
Look it up.
they say car lubricant.
No, they say
go ahead.
Petrol. But I mean, I'm not. If I walk into a place that'd be like, yeah, we don't serve them black. We don't serve your kind. I'm be like, all right, dog, I'm out. Fuck. No, man. You gotta give me what I'm looking for. No, I don't want it.
What's the name of that one movie where they were like, oh, you don't think I can afford this? I'm gonna buy 10 of these things in here and help out the person with commission and shit. That's stupid.
Yeah, we don't serve your kind. Okay, Mr. Cashier. Like, what are you talking about?
Ridiculous. Well, I think we beat that horse to death.
Open these registers, boy.
He finna rob the store. It's crazy.
I ain't finna rob the store. I'm just gonna say, man, you know, that's what you gonna be doing all day. I'm looking down on you, dog.
Robbing the store?
No, you looking down on me because I'm black. I'm looking down on you because you opening registers all day, fam.
That's messed up, man.
Hey, he started it.
He job shaming.
He started it.
Never job shame people, man.
I'm job shaming the racist, man.
Well, I guess, man, you know. Well, let's move on to I put these two together because, well, they're separate. It's two of them separately. What are you laughing at, man?
Because when you said I put them together, I'm like, this nigga. I already know where you're going with this shit.
It's two. It's another topic with the other one.
Sorry to my fellow Christian brothers.
Hey, somebody gotta do it.
Sorry to my fellow Christian brothers. I'm sorry to the Muslim community because I'm already understanding what's about to happen. But to my fellow Christian brothers, keep the faith, man.
No, it's just this right here, man. Okay, so we had this conversation about being humbled and stuff like that, right? And then my brother was like, yeah, God humbled me to see such and such, such and such. I was like, how do you know that's God that's doing it? I'm like, you probably maturing. You probably sat down and thought, where did I fuck up at? And you probably sat there and thought about it. That ain't God humbling you. Like I said, I'm like, man, I was blaming everybody else for my problems. But I sat down and thought and seen, okay, this is exactly where I fucked up at. And this was what I did next to compound that mistake. And then I kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And then I can see where I'm at now. It's like, okay, there's one fatal mistake here. Well, it ain't fatal, but there's one mistake here. This mistake here, I could have changed it at this direction, but I kept going and going and going and going. That's me sitting down and thinking, okay, I see where I fucked up at. That's me taking accountability for it. That ain't God saying, I'm finna humble you right here. No, that's dumb.
You did that by the grace of God, man.
Man, stop that. Stop doing that. So it's just like, bro, why don't people take accountability for themselves or even just accountability for their own growth?
I mean, they do, but that was God's grace, man.
Yeah, stop doing
He
that.
gave you the
and,
lead.
and it's also
they trying to say that God, maybe he didn't humble you, but he gave you the mentality to think.
I hate that.
That's
taken from the person.
When you pray for courage, God don't just give you courage, bro.
That's a dog.
He give you the
He
opportunity.
cowardly.
God give you the opportunity to be courageous so you can grow.
And also, I was like, bruh, if you needed some money and I gave it to you, you gonna be like, man, thank God. No, I gave you the money. Like you
Don't
literally,
thank God, thank me.
because I'm the one who did it.
I
You
did
called
it.
me and I gave you the money. If that was no, God didn't put it on my heart to give
He
it to you.
just-
God didn't do none of that.
Nah, man. Now he not thanking God for giving him the money. He thanking God for putting it on your heart because you could have said no.
Exactly. That's what he's saying.
That's stupid.
You could have said no. And
That's
then
stupid.
you
Stop
would've-
it.
If you would have
You
said,
try not to laugh so bad. I
bruh,
hate this.
listen. If you would have said no, then he would have been like, damn, man, I wonder what I deserve to not get no breaks, man.
Man,
But by the grace of God,
why is God
you
putting me
say
through this
yes.
tribulation? That's stupid.
You said
I'm
yes
sorry.
by the grace
that's
of
stupid.
God.
That's stupid, bro. I'm sorry.
Because you could have said, what stopped you from saying no?
If he said no, he would say, God wouldn't do this to me if he knew I couldn't handle it.
Exactly.
That's dumb as fuck.
Exactly.
See, this is my problem with that though. So for one, you taking it off from people not able to grow or see where their own mistakes at. For two, you saying that God is showing favoritism.
He not though.
I hate this damn dog so much. It is showing favoritism because why are you showing me?
You can barely hear it, man.
I can hear that motherfucker, right?
You can hear it, but you could barely. I mean,
Hold on, just stop talking.
No, I don't want to do that because
No.
it's gonna really make it.
I want to see if it pick up on the mic.
I mean,
He gonna
yeah. He gonna stop when we stop, and it's gonna be dead air.
he went in the house, but there it is. But just saying though, man, I don't like that.
See, by the grace of God, the dog went in the house, bro. Soon as you said something about it, boom, it's the whole time, and by the grace of God.
So anyway, so I was like, so what was God's grace when currently still today, women is getting violated, kids are getting violated, kids is getting killed, all this other stuff being put in these dangerous situations. God don't give a fuck. And I say that because I believe that there is a higher power.
That's not God. That's the devil.
Of course, you're gonna say that because when something doing good, oh, it's God, it's Jesus. Why come the devil can't humble you? Why the devil ain't taking all your shit away? Why people don't think about it that way? But anyways, I'm just saying, I believe there's a higher power. I just don't think he interferes. He just let people do what they do. Because if you saying that, then that means that we don't have free will. Everything's going to God's plan. There's no such thing as, oh, he died before his time. No, God knew he was gonna die then, because that was his plan.
But you can't die before your time.
Obviously,
It's your time.
Exactly. So there's no such thing.
If you get hit by 10 cars
No,
and you survive, it wasn't your time.
the same way they be like, oh, he got shot as an untimely death. No, he was meant to get shot. If that's God's plan, if that's God's will, yeah, no, that God set that up. He knew that was gonna happen.
But yeah, that
That was God's plan. God wanted him to die.
Hold on.
And God didn't love him, so he went to hell.
That ain't how that work.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Come on, man.
Yes, it is.
That's not how that work.
That's how they work.
It ain't God don't love you, so you die. It was your time.
No, I'm just saying that if I was dying in the shootout, that means
You just said you can't take accountability. If you was dying, what was you doing in the shootout? That's where your accountability.
That's a good question. Hold on, wait before you finish that, because I'm finna add it to that, because I'm gonna forget. So I seen this tweet. They was like, man, y'all need to stop all these black men from getting killed in the street, man. Y'all need to get together. Somebody said, what did them black niggas do to get killed? And it's like, there you go. Let them niggas take accountability for what they doing in the streets.
But you can't blame that man deaf on God. He shouldn't have been. Why you in the
No,
streets?
God humbled him.
No, that ain't God humbling you.
Yes,
right
it
there.
is. God humbled him.
No,
Because if he would have survived, he'd be like, man, God really saved my life. No, he didn't. The nigga that shot just ain't got good aim.
If he would have survived, he wouldn't have gave it no thought. He would have just
Yes,
thought
he
he would have been gang. He would have niggas get shot at all the time. They don't
If
die.
that's the case, then why come on, baby boy? They prayed before they
that's a
went to go
script.
kill. No,
That's a script.
because that's real life.
That's a script.
Just like a lot of killers that we know.
I done seen a lot of dudes go do drive-bys.
I've
Never seen nobody pray before.
I definitely have heard that. I've heard it. That's why I was gonna say that's real life because they seen niggas do it. That's real life.
I'm sure it is. I'm
The
sure
same way niggas pray before a game. What are you praying for a game for? God is not gonna pick you. He don't have favors in that. There's no such thing as a favorite.
You're not praying for the victory.
Yeah,
man.
you are. They do.
They do.
They do.
I mean, they praying. They praying for opportunity to be victorious, man.
You got an opportunity to be victorious. There's only one
They
team.
want to not get injured. They want to.
If that's the case, then just go out there and say, pray for no injuries. That's it. You ain't got to pray for nothing else. No, that's it.
Yeah, man. I just think somewhere along the way, man, you lost the faith, man, and now you can't, and you unable to see the grace of God anymore. You can't see what all the beautiful things that God has done for you.
Yeah. That's weird.
Man, you got Pastor Hearn, man. You got to get on the phone, call your son, man, talk to him about God. You got to make that phone call and talk to him. Bring him back to the light. Bring him back to the way. I believe you ain't lost, son. You ain't lost.
But anyway, we're talking about this whole thing. That was like, well, do you believe? I said, yeah, I just need proof. I don't want to hear no maybes, no I've seen him. No, I need concrete evidence of that he exists. I don't want none of that other shit that you seen him. Everybody has to see him. And that led me to another question. I said, do you think the world would be better off if God showed himself to every single person, like concrete proof? I said the world would be in the worst place.
I don't no, that wouldn't help at all. If God came down and said, yeah, I'm real. This what it is. Because then you have a bunch of fake motherfuckers running around pretending to be good. Just
not even that. I said
not to go to hell.
And they were like, you don't think everybody gonna be good? I said, no.
Would he be able to see past that?
Huh?
Will he be able to see past that?
Look, that's my whole thing with church. It's a lot of people that go to church because they don't want to go to hell.
But
That's fake. What's the point?
That's my biggest problem with church.
Yep.
As like I'm a Christian. I'm a wholeheartedly believe, but I'm not a traditional Christian. I don't feel like everything that they talk about in the Bible or everything. I think a lot of shit was altered. You know what I'm saying? For those who know me know that. Those who've seen the podcast before know that. But for them people who haven't, like I feel like a lot of the shit was added. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you believe, the King James version, New version, whatever. All of it, a lot of different things was added or whatever. So the kings at the point of time could get to their citizens to follow the law. You know what I'm saying? Like they wanted to sell young girls. Like that's how women used to be item to sell. Like you could sell your daughter's virginity and give her a husband for a couple cows. So if that's why they preach against homosexuality and stuff like that. So because you can't sell your daughter if she like girls. Like back then, ain't no girls had no money. I mean, ain't had no cows to give away. So
yeah, sell your son to
that ain't how that work. ain't nobody gonna trade no good ass cow for no boy.
For that pussy.
They wasn't gonna do it.
It might take the little bus.
But anyway, I feel like that when you go to church, man, it's somewhere the church has got lost from my perspective, because every church I've been to within the last 10, 20 years, every lesson a pastor stops and talk to me it's always the devil. That's the devil trying to talk to you, boy. Like you're on your way to hell. Like you ain't understanding. The devil got you asking them questions. Like, bruh, everything ain't about hell. Like this not what this is supposed to be about. I believe God wants you to do what's right for the sake of being a better person. Like
did God ask questions?
Hell, exactly. God made us. We look around humans. We are the most inquisitive creatures on the planet. We go high and far, deep down in submarines to see shit we already know is down there, just to see what's different about it 100 years later. Like, bro, we go all the way up trying to get in the fucking rocket ship, blow that bitch up, trying to get to the fucking moon to know it's a big ass rock. We know what's up there. Like, we know what's out there, bro. We still.
He said we go down in the ocean.
Bruh, we see some shit that we already know is there, bro. Yes. It's a submarine. I mean, it's an old ass wreck boat. We know what's down there, bro. We break all these records to see shit we already somebody in our lifetime or before our lifetime already seen. There's plenty of humans in history has seen that boat. Why you gotta go all the way down there to see it? We know what's down there. That's my point. But anyway, I mean, we are the most inquisitive creatures on the planet. So why should I be punished for asking why about God? What's the difference between asking why about the moon, why about the stars, but why about God? It's because they don't have the answers. And they want to punish you for being inquisitive because they don't know how to tell you the truth.
And they say you shouldn't question God.
They say that, but they say you can question God.
Yeah. I mean, but again, like when
It's just about like what type of questions you ask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I died, you can question like why did you take him? You know what I'm saying?
No, I heard a lot of people
Yeah,
say,
that's why that was wrong.
That's always wrong when they say you can't question God.
Yeah, but at least I learned that from my dad at least. Cause I was like, man, why they say you're supposed to question? Like, no, you can't ask questions. Ain't nothing wrong with asking questions.
How do you learn without questions?
Exactly. That's my point.
But I mean, like every church, like I said, in the past 20 years, as far as I can remember anyway, every church I've been to, at some point during the sermon, the preacher, at some fucking point, you can watch him on YouTube, whatever. You know you're going to hell, right? You know if you're gay, you're gonna burn in hell for all eternity. You know if you're still there, you're gonna burn in hell. You know if you ain't doing right by God and you don't get the baptization, you going to hell. Like every time you go to church, like bruh, stop making this about fear mongering. Like nobody gonna want to you gonna drive more people away than you gonna bring in if everybody think they got to do right just to go to heaven.
See, that's
like just teach people the ways of God and what He wanted instead of oh man, you know you're going to hell because you're just scaring people.
That's why I don't believe in all that type of shit like that. Cause that's why I don't believe in God humbling people. That's stupid. Why would you want to follow somebody that's gonna take everything from you?
Exactly.
That literally makes no sense. He gonna break you all the way down. I don't want to follow him then. That's dumb.
That's stupid. And that's what I be telling traditional Christians when I say stuff like that. I'm like, you scaring more people away because okay, if they make any mistakes, they going to hell.
And not only that, since he already know everything, he know and it's God's plan, he know if you just going to church just to put on.
Right.
So what's the point?
Just like I mean it's if you notice, man, if people they tell you in the church, they tell you you can't pick and choose what you believe. Yet everybody pick and choose what they believe. Nobody live the biblical lifestyle unless you like Amish or something like that. Like unless you fucking Mormon. Like don't nobody necessarily live the biblical lifestyle. Everybody go out and buy shit they don't need. Like everybody masturbate. Everybody was having sex before marriage. But guess what? Ain't none of that shit actually in the Bible. Like
I just thought about something when you said Amish. I was like, I'm finna say it. What if an Amish dude just pull up on you in a Ferrari and say, "Get your faith up," and pull off?
I wouldn't even notice he Amish unless he got that cap on and that stupid ass beard.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro. Why his beard got to be stupid?
Stupid as fuck. They got the little. Nah, you know he got the little.
You got anything else to add to this? So I can.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, it just is. I understand what you're saying about accountability or whatever. It takes accountability.
No, I'm just saying accountability of like if you like, know where you messed up, you messed up. Just say that ain't God humbling you. Yeah. You messed up. Just take accountability and say, yeah, I did that. That's my fault. Don't try to put it on God to take the blame off of you. That's all I was just saying. That was a long conversation to say that though.
I mean, it was two topics in one. So
this the second topic right here. The second topic is adults be like following celebrities, musicians, and then blaming it on that. Oh, no, that's your fault. Don't be saying you were influenced by music, video games, movies. No,
because you made that decision.
Yeah, you an adult. Don't let other people influence you and then say it's their fault. No, that's on you, G.
I ain't never heard that one. Like grown people saying I've been influenced by man. Shit, all I know is Lil Wayne told me to do it, fam.
I'm dead.
Like shit, I had to sip the lean because I heard the song and Wayne was like, yeah, sipping on the lean guy.
A lot of people be saying they tried drugs, they heard it in the music. No, you did that because you wanted to do it. Don't try to blame no music.
Like that, what was that you showed me one day? That girl was like, she had on a thong, but she looked real nasty. And she was getting bashed about it, but she was like, Glorilla can do it, but when I do it, it's a problem.
Yeah, I think it was it Glorilla?
Yeah.
Glorilla. Oh yeah, from that video. So yeah.
So she was wearing the thong above her jeans.
No, that was Lotto. It was Lotto.
Well, whoever was wearing them, and it was like a normal girl tried to do it, and they was bashing her about it because they said she looked trashy.
What she did, she ain't had no butt. It was just looking like strings coming out her back. But it just it's like it's stuff like that, man.
Just because they did it, like you do look like that.
A lot of people.
But you
The
chose
the perfect thing is stands. For example, Nikki stands. They influenced by a whole person, bro.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Try to blame shit on them.
they influenced by nonsense. Like
A lot of people are, man. Like when people be killing people, oh, it's because Grand Theft Auto. No,
nah, I believe them be excuses, man.
that's what I'm saying. People just be having excuses instead of just taking it on their own, man.
Yeah, man, fucking Grand Theft Auto. No, I don't know it. Maybe I don't. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm gonna tap out this one because I ain't got nothing to say about them people. That's childish.
It's the same, no, because it's the same as you saying kids being influenced by music. Like, no, it just put that on the people who was supposed to raise you. If you a kid, then it's not really your fault because you know right from wrong.
I think it's different for kids and grown ass niggas.
Those kids grow up to be grown ass niggas though.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but if you talking about somebody who was a youth who ain't never had no damn parenting, like, yeah, that's a whole different story, a whole different topic.
Can you imagine wearing a youth shirt? But
that's a whole different story for a whole different topic. Like, yeah, because I mean, the kids are more easily influenceable, especially if they don't got no good parents around. Because I think
also they can blame their parents.
I think, yeah, facts.
Somebody got to the parents got to take accountability in that, and not try to blame it on the music. Don't say they did that. You can't blame that on Lil Nas X. You can't blame that on NBA YoungBoy. You can't blame that. No, blame yourself. Don't blame nobody else but yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my kids gonna be lame as hell in school. I think they're gonna get bullied and talked about. Like,
why? Why do you think that?
Because I'm not gonna let them listen to that type shit. And so when everybody be like,
that's crazy.
That doesn't mean that they should get bullied though.
I'm not saying no. I'm that's what happens though. You heard that little
because they don't.
You heard that new young boy. No, my parents don't let me listen to. Are you lame?
No,
you
lame. I did hear it at my uncle's house.
Yeah, I mean, I was finna say that before she said I'm not gonna get blamed. Wait, hold on. you go play? You talking about you?
Yeah.
You an asshole. Yeah, he set me locked me in a room for 2 hours. Just put headphones on.
Why did I have to lock him in there?
Because that's some shit you would do.
Why? When have I ever locked anybody in?
Why would I lock people?
I don't know how to lock people. Only one of us have blocked the door from somebody trying to leave.
Oh man, here we go with this shit.
I'm just saying, only one of us done it.
But yeah, all right. Anyway, so no, man, I'm gonna try. I think as a parent, you have to try.
Kidnap me, huh?
I think as a parent, you got to try, man. You got to try to keep your kids away from. You got to try to keep your kids away from the bullshit.
Yeah, just don't raise them on rapping Duke.
Yeah, that's what you was raised on.
I was raised on Slick Rick. How you laugh? That nigga said, ha 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 ha. Nigga told a joke. All right, man. We almost done with this podcast, man. Let's slide to your topic. Power transfer from men to women.
Oh yeah, so I had them like, what?
Yeah, you knew.
Yeah, so do y'all think it's real? Do y'all think that's a real thing? Power transfer? Do y'all think it's real? And if yes, do y'all think it's important?
I don't know what you mean.
Like what?
It sounds like government control.
No, bro, it's not. What? That's not.
Give me a specific example, man.
Like nigga, power transfer between a man and a woman. Like when they getting to know each other, like. You know, a woman got all the power because they see her nigga a simp, or the nigga got all the power because they see the woman ditzy or don't really understand, or I guess how to you know, a man just being a man so he got the power, or a woman being on her grown woman seat so she got the power.
Do I believe in that?
You believe it's a real thing. You believe one person can have more power than the other one in a situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm the leader of our friend group, so I have more power in the situation. What do you mean?
Talking about men, we talking about relationship.
That is a relationship. Friendship is a relationship.
No, you not my boyfriend. Stop. Cut that out. That's not how this works.
Oh my god.
I ain't laughing no more.
Shit.
Don't ever think I'm gonna laugh again about anything.
So what's up, man? Give me your thoughts, man.
Yeah, it's the truth. In my relationship, I have the power. You know what I'm saying? I say sit down.
Damn.
motherfucker sit down. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think I don't know how I would say who has the power. You know what I'm saying? I think whoever is the most financially responsible, not even that who makes the most money, because a lot of people just make money and just make stupid decisions with the money. I just feel like whoever's the most responsible, it ain't gotta be financial. Just whoever the most responsible should be the most, well, should be to have the power in the relationship.
Even when it comes to dating, how you feel about that?
Nigga, we dating, ain't nobody got no
I'm
power
talking
over
when
me.
you
Oh,
first start talking to them.
oh, I don't think there's no power there.
It definitely is.
I think I've seen it before. As far
What do you
as
mean?
a woman in a simp.
It's definitely.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Then?
'Cause if
Oh, you talking
you-
about like that?
Exactly.
I mean, I guess.
I've seen that
She got
before.
all the power.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I ain't never.
What you think, Jada?
I've never seen a
Especially
simp
like
on a
if
date.
you doing, it's like I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong, but I feel like that
It's
you're
multiple
saying.
ways.
I feel like you're saying like when you dating somebody, like this dude is really into this girl. This girl noticed that the dude, you know, he kind of soft, so she takes advantage of that. Is that what you
Yeah,
saying?
that's a one great example. It's definitely real, man. It's definitely real, and I think it's something that needs to be managed.
And it's gonna
Why?
take him a while to see it.
Why
that
need to
he
be
being
managed?
used.
So you saying men should be having the power?
It depends. I think for the most part,
So why didn't you manage then? If it depends.
because whoever is the stronger person or the most sound person with the most logic.
And logic should be in control.
But I think the reason why a lot of relationships go wrong is because they don't really recognize there's a power dynamic in the relationship, and so when a person who needs to have it don't even know it exists. That's why a lot of simps end up in the position that they in.
Wait, so
Man or woman, simp, the simp.
I guess
never
that's
mind.
okay. So if that's the case, then a lot of abusive relationships like that, because the man or the woman that's abusive don't need to be in control.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, I see where you going. It's like if you playing Mario Kart Double Dash, the best driver should be in the front, because why would you be in the back throwing the items if you know what I'm saying, the person that's driving ain't the goodest? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel you. I see. You see it? Okay.
Not the way
All
you
right.
said it, but-
Okay. So I'm gonna put it this way. Okay. We playing Diablo. If the person that's the best, you know what I'm saying, is in the back. Why you doing that? In the background, you know what I'm saying? Like if we play Diablo, you kind of trash. Why would you be leading the group? You know what I'm saying? And not me. I'm just putting it in
Get
simpler
that.
terms.
I'm
You
a
feel
little
me?
trash.
See, there you go.
I do stay in the back because I don't want to die.
There you go. See, and she let me, you know what I'm saying, take the lead.
Who do you think more? And it's gonna be nice. Which one of y'all out of y'all? Who you think Who you think more in opportunity needs to be to have the power, the man or the woman?
I think
I don't know, man. Like I said, it's
I think
whoever the
my
most
boyfriend
responsible.
should have the power.
You want your man to have the power?
Yes,
Okay.
because
said
I
whoever-
notice. I say that because I notice things about myself that maybe he's more he thinks more logical about things, and I don't.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, no. So from our perspective, I definitely say it's real for sure, and I think it's important. I think it's very important to understand that it doesn't matter how hard you try to make it not a thing. It's a thing. It's always gonna be a fucking thing, because
No, man, we should just be here 50-50.
like it's never gonna be whoever like the least abusive is the person who the least abusive, most responsible is the person who should have the power. But no one gets to decide who had the power. You don't
Just naturally, you know.
you naturally know, and then when on a dating term, young men recognize that there is a power dynamic. Young ladies recognize there is a power dynamic and pay attention.
And it's also not saying that the person is like your boss or leader or nothing like that, because you might be better at some shit than other people than the person.
Yeah,
That's what they get controlling mixed up with that.
There's always gonna be a power dynamic, and some shit you do, like if you get to begging for a text message, you get to begging for a response when you first start dating a woman or a man or whatever. When you first start dating a motherfucker and you keep begging, you losing the power dynamic.
You a simp.
Yeah, it don't matter if you don't do nothing else. If you begging for somebody's attention, they gonna think, damn, this motherfucker ain't got no life.
I'm gonna talk
That's
to
how
you
I be
when
feeling.
get
God
ready.
damn. I wouldn't say it like me. I wouldn't say like, I'd be like, God damn, they annoying. They don't got no life outside of me. That's how I look at it. Like, damn, you ain't got nothing else to do
That's
besides talk to me all day.
And if that's automatically giving you the power, because you knowing a motherfucker basically need you at their life at this point. They begging you every second of your life, every minute. I mean, you shouldn't have the power in that moment. They shouldn't be giving you that much power because now you find them annoying. You're not gonna do the right thing with the power because you don't even like this person as much no more. You're not even seeing them as the way that you typically or used to see them or you was at first interested. So it's bad for you to have that power in the moment because you already looking at them like, damn, man. You kind of annoying. You kind of might want to get the fuck out of my life. So I mean, to young folks, man, it's real. It's real, man. Y'all need to manage that. Watch how much power you give to a person.
Yep. So
Watch how much power you give to a person, and watch if it is a negative power or positive power. Like you said, handling finances. I'm more financially responsible than my girl, and I should have power in that field.
facts.
If she's more financially responsible to me, she should have the power.
Now, what if they don't listen?
It's got to be conversations had, man.
What if those conversations go over the head?
No, they can't go over the head. Y'all got to come to an understanding.
What
If you come to an understanding, they purposely ignore it. That's one thing. All right, you need to either when you sit down and talk to a motherfucker and be like, all right, Lo, this the last straw. They need to be your last straw. Now, if you don't throw that out there, I mean, because
you got to stand on it.
you got to stand on it. Yeah, because if you keep giving people like leeway, they gonna keep doing the same shit.
Keep doing it, yeah.
Because when it's real,
Because they notice that you ain't doing shit about it.
because when it's real,
just
you
talk.
can tell. You can see it in their eyes. Let's see if them niggas believe them lies. All right, nigga. Time.
Damn,
Who said those words?
I don't know.
She know who.
Get you got it.
And look, she
I
know.
wanted to say get you.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want to keep going on this because this almost over with. But this whole standing on it and shit, I don't know.
So what?
Standing on it.
What's
What you
standing on
mean?
what?
Like, I just think you should just say shit one time and that just be it.
Not necessarily. You
I
gotta
mean,
give a
as
person
an
time to
adult,
adjust.
if you're going to think of it as an adult, yeah, I shouldn't have to keep telling you. You grown as hell. You know what you're supposed to be doing.
But you also gotta understand that you can't change something somebody's been going through their whole life in a matter of one incident.
That's true, too.
Like, if let's just say in a relationship, you dating somebody, man or woman, it don't fucking matter. If a person is used to, if you don't like a motherfucker leaving their shoes in the living room, and a person keeps coming leaving their shoes in the living room, you think they're gonna change because you say, hey, look, I don't like you leaving your shoes in the living room. Put them in a box, put them in the closet, or put them in the closet, put them away, or line them up at the foot of the bed, line them up at the bed. They're not gonna just do that. It don't matter if you come in the house and be like, hey, man, get these shoes, blah.
Well,
They're not gonna listen to you the first time.
if they tell me that and call me a blood, I'm already offended because I'm not a blood.
But I'm
That's
saying,
some respect
like,
on my game.
I get what you're saying, but it takes habit. It takes time to break.
Yeah,
certain
that's
habits.
true.
You can't just
That's true.
you can't change them.
But I also feel like it depends on the severity of the situation.
I think.
Like how,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I think a relationship is super hard work, man. Like I think it's under established or not very widely understood how hard a relationship is. I really don't think as many people. I think people say it all the time, but people just be like, nah. Or when they say it, they don't even realize how hard. No, a relationship is hard fucking work, bro. It don't matter whether and if you go to adding people, which I know everybody in this room is okay with poly. Whether you know what I'm saying, you want to be a part of one is I don't, but if you want to be a part of one, that's one thing. But I understand. I think it's cool, like financially cool. I think it's what I'm saying. It takes pressure off people, all that, but that's gonna add more shit you got to deal with. Like it's not gonna make it easier. It's gonna make it easier in some ways, but it's also gonna make it harder because now you got multiple personalities to deal with. I think a relationship in general, when you dealing with a motherfucker, is harder.
I just feel like more people should be like me, man.
What's that?
Just lay back and chill. Don't worry about too much. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't important, if it's not gonna break the relationship,
I don't know which one of these podcasts, but then we just talk about everybody. We got to understand everybody ain't gonna be like ourselves.
exactly. I know that, but I'm just saying the world would be a lot better if people were just like me, man. You feel me? Just chill. You know what I'm saying? I understand the shoot thing. You feel me? But it's another thing if a motherfucker like me personally quits a job. You feel me? And you be like, man, hey, stop quitting jobs. And if I want to stop quitting jobs, then obviously I don't give a fuck about what you saying. But on the other hand, if she's still getting paid without me having a job sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That's different. But if I'm just not coming through, which I almost didn't a few times because I kept quitting jobs, but I did though. Then that's different, you know what I'm saying? The other person might need to be in charge. Like, hey, bro, This is what it's gonna do. I'm finna steer this ship for a little minute. You understand what I'm saying?
I think the power dynamic matures from the dating phase to the marriage phase, if that's where you're gonna go. I think it matures, and I think the best way to make it work is both parties need to understand that there is a power structure, and sometimes y'all need to take turns. Sometimes the other person gonna have to steer the ship, because if you let this one person steer the ship the whole time, and then they somehow at some point fall into a mental place where they not prepared to steer the ship, y'all gonna fucking drown.
That's true, Chief. That's true. But I don't have those problems. I feel like, certain aspects. I kind of want to think about what I would have to relinquish the power to. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of in my head kind of know where I would be dominant in, but I don't know what it'd be weak. What I'd be weak in. Probably because I don't think about it. The other person probably just take control anyway because I don't be thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I don't know that, and I be trying to take the power back, but I don't know, hey, this is where you weak at. This is where I see you slacking at, so I'm taking, you know what I'm saying, I've been picking it up here for you. Then I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand.
When they say that communication is the backbone of a relationship, I think that's a fucking understatement. Like, I think it'll never be explained to no. I don't think, like, let's say right now you got a kid, you were trying to explain to them what a relationship is. I don't think you'll ever be able to completely explain them to that what that is.
Because you gotta go through it.
You have to, and the crazy thing is, you have to go through it multiple times to find the right person. Mm-hmm. And a lot of motherfuckers be so over the edge or so burnt out on relationships that they don't really open up 100% and completely to the idea or to what they need to do. They just be ready to fucking end the motherfucker. And sometimes you might be ending the best relationship that you could have possibly found, like all over the fucking a power balance or a power dynamic, or you know what I'm saying, something that could have been avoided. Or
you know why that is?
Why is that?
Because people are dating who they want and not who they need.
I don't think you can. I think it's harder to decipher that.
I don't think it is, because people know where they struggle at.
I mean, but you don't know who you dating. You don't know who you dating until you dating them. You can kind of have an idea, get to know them or whatever, but
right.
People don't really show you their true selves until
when you get into the relationship, then that's when you see who they really are. Like
my sister say, shout out to my sister. My sister always say, man, like, you always get somebody representative. Like they eventually they gonna come out and show you their true self later down the line, and then you gonna have to decide, man, maybe this wasn't the right move. But I don't think you should do that lightly. I think you should have a damn, your whole face twitching. You don't like that? that nigga face started twitching. Like, hold on,
because I'm just looking. I'm like, yeah, that's true and all, but people see those red flags and still just be like, nah, I really wanted this person for a long time. I like the way they look and all this. That's the problem. They always dated on superficial shit. Always. It never fails. It's always superficial. It's
maybe
never anything underneath the surface.
Like he just said, people change though.
Facts.
That ain't.
It's just time. It's just time. It's a time thing.
Yeah. So when you see it, fucking leave. Stop staying.
But a relationship is also about what you can and can't take.
Man, I don't like that.
I think that's what a relationship is at its core.
That may be true at the same time, but at the same
core, if you because you gonna always put up with the shit that you can control, that you feel like you can control, you feel like you can manage. You're not gonna leave a motherfucker till you feel like the shit that you dealing with is something you cannot manage. It's something you can't deal with, no matter how much you look at a person. If you look over and you be like, bruh, this motherfucker every morning breath smell like fucking ass.
No, I understand what you're saying, but this is what I mean by needing somebody you need. So I always know my entire life I had a problem with patience. Mm-hmm. So dating somebody with a kid, and I've never been with somebody with a kid, and then having to deal with that has taught me a lot about patience and being patient. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody dating somebody I need versus somebody I could have went and date somebody that don't have a kid. I probably wouldn't learn the same patience. You know what I'm saying? So that's dating somebody I need versus somebody I probably would have wanted. And a lot of people don't see that.
I don't see that.
So you think that you can learn something from the person that you need instead of the person that you want?
Yes. And it's like that, and it works both ways too.
What if the person that you need has a kid?
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my point. Is that I know I needed patience in my life, and that was like that kind of forced me to learn patience being with a kid. It's not mine too.
So what you saying is, God gave you the opportunity.
God,
He gave you the grace
No.
to learn how your patience, how more you
unknowingly
endured.
prayed for patience.
You did
I didn't
that.
pray for that.
God put you in a position
No.
to be patient.
to be patient.
You didn't even know.
And it's
you
funny how
wanted
she on there
that.
laughing like she just. I hate. Don't
You
ever
didn't-
troll me again.
You didn't even know you wanted that. See, that's what I'm saying. By the grace of
I
God,
did
He
want-
put you
I
in
knew
a
I wanted that,
situation
though.
that you were supposed to be put in.
No, that's not God.
Because you didn't. You were
That's
sitting up
not
there
God.
thinking like, man, I don't want
No.
no kids, and I don't want a woman with no kid. I don't want to be step poppy.
No, that ain't even it. Because you know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with niggas like Rio Black, you got to have patience. You know what I'm saying?
Look, now you.
I kinda-
look. Don't turn the gun at me, nigga.
Look.
Don't fire
You
at
feel
me.
me?
Don't shoot the messenger,
Hey,
bro.
let me tell
Like,
y'all.
I'm telling you, do not shoot the messenger, bro.
Let me tell y'all.
You see that? You see that? He ready to fire off
tell
at
y'all,
me,
man.
because I gave him the grace. Come on,
Gave
bro.
me the grace. Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so now let's just
I'm
say,
just saying,
let's just
bro.
say,
I'm just-
let's just say
don't
God
shoot
is.
at-
No, listen, just
don't shoot at me, because
let me
I-
say it.
I'm giving
I
you
don't
the
want to
looks.
shoot at you. I'm the best shooter. If I wanted to shoot at you, I could. So, anyways, now let's just say God is real, okay? But we got God in us. Pause. He living out
Say Paul.
because God is in us. That's gay as hell. Let's
God, come on, man.
let's just say God is living through us, like different lifetimes through us. You feel me? Wouldn't that make a lot more sense? And we all are connected. So once you die, you probably just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you be reincarnated, because like we had talked before about kids knowing that they've been aborted, when they come out, be like, Mom, you aborted me, you didn't want me. So I just think we are souls just keep reincarnated. Maybe we might be here until we get something right, but also we might just be in an infinity loop. You know what I'm saying? A little loopy.
Loopy stuff.
That actually, I got that idea from a creepypasta I listened to.
But yeah, man. I honestly, I think I feel what you're saying, but I don't completely understand it. Maybe one of these episodes we're gonna have to go more in depth. Maybe next one, or I don't know. Maybe the one about dating a person that you need over the person that you want. I think we're probably gonna have to go a little bit more in depth with it, because I mean we don't really got the time. But
I'm gonna say this. I only said that because you see how some women be like, oh, I don't want to date this person. I left them on red in the inbox. But then you see them complaining about certain shit on their timeline. So you be like, damn, man, I wish I had somebody that could teach me this or teach me that. But then, just for example, you know that person that they curved in the inbox in the screenshot. Oh, he could have gave you all that shit that you needed, but he might be a little ugly. He might be a little short. He might be a little chubby. But you turned him down because that ain't who you want. He don't look like the model that you want. He don't look like the hood nigga you want.
and a lot of times, yeah, we're gonna have to touch down more on this, because now when you put it in that perspective, that makes perfect sense.
Right.
Because a lot of times it don't even be that they not attracted to him. They just know they friends and they homies don't approve. Like
Yeah,
a lot
that
of women will low key be attracted to a man, whether he fat, short, going bald. It don't matter.
Yeah, but
but they will, because they think they friends or sister or mom gonna be like, ugh, why you bring that to the house? They gonna feel they wouldn't date him based off potentially other people's perspective.
I also thought about that because it was a few years ago. I seen a dude on Twitter. He was short. He was like to her titties, and everybody, well, you got a short dude. And then she was like, gave a whole big ass list on how he was the perfect man for her. And everybody was in the comments like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I couldn't date nobody shorter than me. I'm like, y'all looking at the stupidest shit, the most dumb shit, man.
When we lived in Montoro or whatever, I had a homegirl who was like crying and shit. Called me over to Grand Prairie or whatever. Now she my friend or whatever. So I'm not trying to like sleep with her or nothing like that. And I just go over there. I'm late. Oh, it's late as hell. I'm like, bro, I could literally be at the crib, bro. Like,
Yeah.
But I went over there and watch her cry. Whole time she was complaining because she really liked the dude, but she didn't want to be with him because she didn't think he was conventionally attractive. I said, bro, is it really?
Yeah, really.
Date that nigga. Like, what are you talking about? That shit is dumb. Like, he good to you. He good to me. We got to talk about this. Yeah, because.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this next time. This is a long episode. This is 10 minutes over what I wanted to do.
10 minutes.
Now I got to stay up all night editing and shit.
Over what he wanted
We out.
to.
Black Visionary Podcast.
Black Visionary Podcast. Black
Y'all.
Visionary Podcast. New, real black.
You crazy in the monkey fighter.
Black Visionary Podcast.